Indonesia was strategically important. It had a huge population, and the CIA believed their Prime Minister, Sukarno, was going to open up the country to communism.
The CIA was against Sukarno because he was too friendly towards the Communist Party in Indonesia. But he was not any kind of communist himself. He was not a communist dupe. But he was, to a certain extent, a Democrat, and he felt that communists had the right to be in the government. But that for Washington, that was much too much.
The CIA proposed a program of black operations, of covert propaganda that was disseminated through Indonesian newspapers, through Indonesian political parties, through the Indonesian army, that attempted to raise the specter of a looming Indonesian Communist Party takeover of the Indonesian government.
The CIA made a bizarre decision. They tried to blacken Prime Minister Sukarno's name by making the world's first celebrity porn film. They hired a Sukarno lookalike and filmed him enjoying the company of a young lady who wasn't his wife. But the CIA failed to realize that Sukarno was already a famed womanizer, and this home movie had no impact at all on his popularity. So when this amusing attempt to get rid of him failed, the CIA turned to something a lot less funny: black operations. Black operations are top-secret or illegal missions which the CIA perform for the US government that aren't supposed to come out in the open.
Its more serious covert operations in Indonesia were aimed at doing something which was of much more questionable moral legitimacy, sowing confusion within Indonesian society so as to provoke an armed clash between the Indonesian army and the Indonesian Communist Party, which the CIA fully anticipated and hoped would result in a bloodbath and allow for a military takeover of the Indonesian government.
On the night of September 30th, 1965, a low-ranking soldier kidnapped and murdered 6 Indonesian generals. The soldier claimed he carried out this attack to prevent the generals taking over the country in a CIA-sponsored coup. In the confusion that followed these murders, General Suharto and his army blamed the Indonesian Communist Party and mounted a coup to get rid of Prime Minister Sukarno. The CIA had got what they wanted, and Sukarno was driven from power. After the coup, the CIA worked together with the generals to ensure every single communist in Indonesia was killed.
They gave the government of Indonesia a list of citizens who were communists, and this list was used by the government after the coup to start a massacre which took the lives of between 500,000 and a million people.
The United States government, led by the Central Intelligence Agency, helped to facilitate these massacres by providing various forms of communications equipment, money, and small weapons to the Indonesian army. This campaign constituted one of the greatest campaigns of slaughter in modern Asian history. I think, as a historian and as an American, that it is one of the most morally troubling episodes in the history of American foreign policy, and one which the U.S. government has never taken any responsibility for.